10 factorial minus 2 times 5 factorial squared is divisible by 10 to the n. What is the greatest value of n? Okay, well, n is 2 and 5, so that's what we care about. How many 2's, how many 5's? Now we know a multiple of 2 or 5 minus a multiple of 2 or 5 will be a multiple of 2 or 5. You know, a multiple of 2 minus another multiple of 2 will be a multiple of 2. Same for any number. But we don't know how many when you're doing addition or subtraction. So it's tough. What we have to do is factor things out until we've got nothing but numbers multiplied together. And then we'll be able to see, once you have nothing but, no more addition and subtraction, just numbers multiplied together, you know how many of a factor they have. You'll see what I mean. So we start by factoring out, and I want to factor out what they have in common, the most that they have in common, which is 5 factorial. So I take that out of both these terms. What am I left with? Well, from this term, I'm left with 10 times 9 times 6 minus 2 times still another 5 factorial. I'm just leaving off the ones there because they don't matter. The 1 there. So now we keep factoring out. What can I take out? Well, a 10 from each term goes outside. How about an 8 from each term? How about a 3 from each term? That becomes 6 becomes 2. So that's all I can factor out because this whole thing is clear. So what am I left with? 2 times 9 times 7, which is 126 minus 1. Okay, that's 125, which is 5 cubed. So I have that there. And what else did I bring out? I brought out a 3. I brought out an 8, which is 2 cubed. I brought out a 10, which is a 2 and a 5. And I brought out the 5 factorial, which is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. That and the 5 cubed. So how many 2's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2's. How many 5's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't care about there's 3's or other things. These are the only thing. 2's and 5's are the only thing that makes 10's. So it's 2 to the 7th, 5 to the 5th. Where are we limited? 5 to the 5th. Okay. Once we run out of 2's, or 5's, we run out of 10's. So it's like whichever one has the lower exponent, that's your limiting factor. We have 7 2's, but only 5 5's, so we can only make 5 10's. So I actually put that together. I can crack 2 squared, 2 to the 7th into 2 squared, 2 to the 5th to match with the 5 to the 5th. Because once I have 5 2's and 5 5's, I have 5 10's. And I had these 2's left over, but that doesn't matter. 5 5's is the one.